more, and he's going to share a little bit about what. You guys know Isaac?
I was in St. Clair.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, cool.
Right on. Right on. Well, you'll get a chance to hear his dad today, and feel free to kind of take notes or ask questions kind of towards the event or towards the end of the presentation, and hopefully you guys can walk away learning a little bit more about kind of his industry, what he does, and yeah, if you guys have any initial questions, we sent out a quick little bio yesterday, but feel free to kind of keep it informal and raise your hand if you guys have a question. I'll turn it over to you.
All right, thank you, Coach Steve.
You got it.
Appreciate it. I'm Rob Katcher. I have a son here, Isaac, as Coach Steve mentioned. He's a sophomore. So how many of you are interested in entrepreneurship? Okay, a lot of hands going up. Oh my gosh, just about everybody.
Mac, please report to Mr. Sullivan's classroom.
So I am currently, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm an entrepreneur at heart. Even when I wasn't doing entrepreneurship, it's kind of who I am. So I'd love to talk to you guys today about what that's like, share some of my experiences, and I want this to be a dialogue. It's just completely open it's completely open here. You guys jump in, don't feel like this is some big presentation. It's a conversation for you to help you guys get insight into what I do. Okay, so well, I'm actually just going to start by giving you just kind of a high-level overview of our company, kind of the company pitch, like who are we and what do we do, and then I'll talk about my career path, kind of give you an outline of that, and then I'll talk about entrepreneurship more generally. Okay, so I am currently founder and CEO of a company called Haiku. Haiku remembers for you and shops for you. I know you actually heard of Haiku, which is really impressive.
Yeah, I
to
saw
me.
it like on paper or something. Is that a store or something?
Where'd you see it?
It's like at a Walmart or something.
Okay.
Yeah, Walmart. That's right. So we're Haiku is actually connected with Walmart. I'll talk about that in a second. So okay. So our thesis about the industry is that the retail store edge is moving inside the home. Okay, Amazon gets this. If anybody, everyone here knows Amazon, you guys buy stuff from Amazon?
Yeah,
of course. A lot of stuff. Okay, Amazon has actually unleashed 6 different products inside the home. Physical products, connected devices that live inside your house. Dash buttons, Dash replenishment system, Echo Tap, Echo Dot. You guys all see? You guys seen that Echo commercials? Who has an Echo at home? Anybody? One?
I'm not sure.
2?
I know they have the Prime TV too. Does that
That's
plug
right.
in? They have the plug-in one too. Like
That's right.
Roku. And,
Fire Stick on.
Yeah, that's right. Fire
Yeah.
Stick. That's great. Okay, so Echo, Amazon sold 3 million Echoes their first full year in business. iPhone, their first full year of sales, 3 million units.
Wow.
Okay, so this is the next wave. One of the reasons I got into doing connected devices is I felt like it was the next. I've been in mobile for a really long time. I felt like this was the next mobile. It's still exciting business. Okay, so the storage is moving inside the home. Amazon is aggressively pursuing this. It's inevitable. It's as inevitable as the web, as inevitable as mobile. Not because Amazon wants it or Walmart wants it, even though it's good for them. It's inevitable because it's better for the consumer. It's an easier way to shop. And our company helps other retailers compete, right? If you're not Amazon, we help you out. We can help you compete with that. Okay, so this is kind of the leadership of the team is myself and Matt. We worked together previously at Palm. Matt is kind of a very well-respected designer. So he does all the detailed design about our product. He worked at IDEO, if you ever heard of IDEO. He was on the inaugural design council for Kleiner Perkins, which is a pretty prominent venture capital firm here in the Valley, really well respected. So he focuses on product and I focus on sales, business development, and the like. We are venture funded. If you guys have heard of venture capital, you guys who live in the Valley, you've heard of that. So we have a couple venture firms backing us, and we're working with some of the top retailers in the world, like Walmart. Everyone's heard of Walmart. And these are other retailers in other countries, like France, UK, and Australia. They're well known in their countries, but not necessarily here in the US. Okay, so I talked about the landscape of devices, how there's these kind of do-everything products. which are echoes, right? You can talk to them, they can tell you jokes. Anyone know what the top 2 use cases are for echoes?
Music.
Homes? Music, excellent. That's number 1. Number 2.
Turn the lights on.
Turn the lights on and off. Okay, it's a cool use case, not one of the top ones. Okay, and I will give a clue.
Weather? Do you ask? That's what
You would think like weather and shopping, those would be high. People do those, but there's 2 use cases that are far and away number 1. One of them is music. Do know that 50% of customers put their echoes in the kitchen.
Oh, recipes.
Recipes, okay, great guess. It's not recipes.
Timers.
Timers, kitchen timers. Right, that's by far and away the top 2 use cases. People want to listen to music and have a kitchen timer that they can talk to while they're cooking. Okay, so those are kind of do everything. Those are the top use cases, but they do all those other things that you talked about, right? Like the recipes, the shopping, turning your lights on and off. I can tell you jokes, but they actually don't do everyday shopping. Keeping track of all your everyday shopping, they don't do it well. The other end of the spectrum, you have single-purpose buttons, which these. Do you guys know about these?
Yeah.
Does anyone have one of these?
I've seen on Amazon. No.
Nope, exactly. Okay, explain what it does. You see.
So basically, like, it links to your Amazon account or your credit card, and then if you ever run out of anything, you just press it, and then in like a few hours, it comes by at your door, and they drop a bottle of whatever you need. Or like, let's say if you need laundry detergent like a Tide, you just press the button.
Yeah.
It'll come in a few hours, and then it's like right outside your door, so you don't want to leave, and you just get it, pick it, put it inside, and it's already charged to your credit card.
You press a button.
John
And it
Gutierrez
shows up at your
to the attendance office,
Isn't that
please.
crazy?
John Gutierrez to the attendance office.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that's single-purpose buttons. They're actually embedding. So that's the dash button. The dash replenishment system is you can actually embed it in, say, a coffee maker or a dishwasher. So the dishwasher would actually be aware and recognize, okay, I've run this many cycles. They must be low on dishwashing detergent. I'm going to reorder some. Okay, so Amazon's embedding itself in your house to cut the time from when you think of something, when you want something, to when it shows up at your house. Okay, so that's single-purpose buttons. Really, really good at e-commerce, but we believe that consumers, people just max out on how many of them they'll have in their house. No one's going to have a wall of 40 of these things because you buy all kinds of things in your house. And then there's the shopping-focused category. We actually created the category. We were first to market. We beat Amazon. Amazon has since followed us. You'll notice this Windows is not genuine at the bottom. Okay, my Windows is genuine. I just happen to be running, I'm a bit of a geek and I run Ubuntu. Anybody know Ubuntu? Linux? Any Linux guys? Yeah. Okay, so I'm running a virtual machine and it complains about my Windows, so just ignore that. Okay, so this is a shopping focused category. It's low cost. So what is it? What does this thing do? Haiku remembers for you and shops for you. So this is Haiku. So Haiku lives in your kitchen. It can magnet to your fridge. Right? Anytime you're running low on something, you just grab it off the fridge. My little 5-year-old could do it. She grabs it off the fridge. She can scan a barcode or talk to it, and it makes a shopping list for you on your phone. Right? So you scan items or you say items. Right? They go to your. They actually go to the cloud, but then it's accessible via a mobile app. It's on my phone. It's on my wife's phone, so that when we walk in the store, we buy what we need. And we can also connect in with online retailers like Walmart so that your shopping list can now be acted on and you can order things right from your phone. So remembers for you, shops for you, that's the value prop of Haiku. Families, we've had really good reaction from families about it. We're actually over 4 stars on both Amazon and the App Store. That is a non-trivial feat. It is not easy to do. And we get a lot of love language about the product. Retailers also like what we do. Retailers being like the Walmarts and the those list of partners that I showed. They like it because we lift their sales. We create frictionless shopping. Customers remember what they need and we move what they need closer to the basket. We can also give them great data about what their customers are consuming in their house but aren't buying from them, that they're buying from other stores. Right? Okay, that's it. That's all I'm going to tell you about my company. And then I'll tell you as much as you want to know, but that's all I'm going to present. Yeah, go for it. And tell me your name and your class if you don't mind.
Andre, I'm a junior here.
Excellent. Thank you.
So, how I get that you guys are partnered with like Walmart and all those other stores in like different countries, but what's like the use of being partnered? Do they like sponsor you? Do they give you money, or like what's the value in that? Because it doesn't seem like they're selling your product. They're just okay with you. They just like your product because it boosts their sales. Like,
great question. Okay, great question. So number one, that is the way we make money. We're not trying to make, like, there's different ways to make money when you sell hardware. You can be like Apple, right? Apple makes a big fat margin on every device that they sell, right? So they're, it might cost them, maybe it costs them $200 to make the iPhone and they sell it for $500, right? The other end of the spectrum is Amazon. Amazon makes no money on the hardware that they sell, right? They want to monetize, they want to make money when people use their product. We're more in that camp. We're not trying to make money on every device that we sell. We're making money when people use our product. And the way we do that is we charge retailers. So every device that's connected to a retailer, we send them a bill at the end of the month. So it's beneficial to us that we make money. It's beneficial to the consumer because now they can actually do that automated shopping. And it's not just a shopping list. It's tied in with their e-commerce. It's making it easier for them to shop. And it's better for the retailer because it lifts their sales.
So it's pretty much that link to the app, or so like the haiku, or if that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It links to the app, and then when it gives you the options of like ordering it already, having it delivered, already buying it.
Yeah.
That's what you're charging for, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. There's some subtleties in there.
Yeah.
But yes, when it connects to that grocery store, that's when we make it.
Okay.
Cool. I know you had a question in the back. And again, name and year.
So Gabriel, I'm a sophomore. So what inspired you exactly to make haiku? Why did you want to make it?
Okay, so it's a great question. So first of all, for anyone who lives here in Silicon Valley, many people here in Silicon Valley have startup ideas, right? And they get lots of different startup ideas. It's kind of like people from Hollywood have ideas for scripts and movies, right? No matter what you're doing, like, hey, I got this idea for an app, right? That's just kind of what people do here. I've had a lot of startup ideas. This is one that stuck. It wouldn't go away. It was a genuine problem that we felt in our family, and that was we were tired of running out of stuff. I had a great example. Put our then 2-year-old to bed. She was still in, the pull-up diapers, the night-night diapers, right? We're all out of them. It's like 9 o'clock, an hour past her bedtime, and all we have are the swim diapers, all right? Does anyone have younger siblings? No? Okay. No one? No younger siblings?
When he was younger. I remember.
Okay. You put a swim diaper on a baby overnight, and she overflows the diaper. The bed's all wet. Why did this happen? Right? Because we're busy. We're a busy family, and we just wanted to take technology and just make people's lives easier. That's all we wanted to do, and that was starting with ourselves. It was a selfish thing. Make our own life easier. Okay, we'll go you and then you for questions. Okay.
Jacob, and I'm a senior. How much does haiku cost?
It's $49.
Okay.
$49 available from Amazon, Walmart, or from our website. Go for it.
When did you guys get started? When did you guys get out in the market?
Yeah, great question. Tell me your name and year.
Armand, junior.
Oh, cool. Oh, actually, I think I remember you, Armand. Were you? Did you play baseball?
Yeah.
San Jose American.
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Yeah, pitcher. I remember you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to see you. Okay, so we formed the company January 2012. It took us about a year to raise our first round of funding. So when you're doing hardware, it costs a lot of money to go build them, right? And we couldn't just, I couldn't just do that. I couldn't write a check for all that. I did self-fund the company until for about a year, but we couldn't build. We didn't have enough cash to build the product. So it took our first round of funding in March 2013, and then we had that product in market, in reviewers' hands 6 months later, so October 2013. And I can tell you that was probably one of like the scariest moments of my career because we were two guys with $750,000 in funding, and we were sending our product to if you guys know some of these publications, but All Things D, which was at that time part of the Wall Street Journal, right? So we knew like the reviewer of the Wall Street Journal. Has anyone ever heard of Walt Mossberg?
I think that sounds familiar.
Okay, he's like the pinnacle of reviewers, and it wasn't Walt. This was too small for him to review, but someone from his team was like, "Oh yeah, I talked to Walt, and Walt said we'll review the product," and I'm just like sweating bullets, right? Thinking, "Oh my gosh, we're actually going to ship this product to this reviewer and let them write about it, right? And people are going to buy this product and give us money, and is it ready? And oh my gosh, just freaking out."
How was the review, if you don't mind me? Like, what was the general feedback?
So the first wave of reviews were fair. About 3.5 out of 5 stars. Okay, and it was like I was disappointed with that. Did we want 4.5, 5 stars? Absolutely. But what was really interesting was our product is not. The people that we were able to get in front of were really tech reviewers, right? Because that was kind of like the industry that we came from. It was easy for us to pick up the phone and give them a call, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the Palm guys, what are they up to now?" But our product is actually not really for tech geeks. Our product's for, I like to describe our customers, someone who they're more likely to watch Kathy Lee on the Today Show than they are to read Engadget. If you guys know Engadget.
Yeah, magazine.
Yeah, and Engadget's like a geeky magazine, and that's who was actually reviewing our product first. So that first wave, it was, but then once it got to more what we call lifestyle publications, the reviews were a lot more favorable.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay, a bunch of questions to go for someone who hasn't asked one.
So for like an entrepreneur like you, who first like has an idea, how do you first like go about developing the idea and actually creating the product? Like you have the idea, how do you actually make it into a physical product?
Yeah, great question. Tell me name and year.
My name is Max. I'm a junior.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna skip over career outline. We can come back to that, but I'll start with this. Coding helps, and I say that going from an idea to having something physical. If you can code, it really helps because then you can put something tangible, something that someone can see and touch and feel. You can put that in front of them. You can put it in front of customers. You can put it in front of investors. You can put it in front of other people that you're going to need on your team to help build that product. So a great example here. The idea for Haiku had been percolating in my mind for a long time, for about a year. So I finally said, okay, I gotta do something. I built the first prototype, and I built that myself. I sat down in front of a computer. I coded up a little website. I bought an off-the-shelf scanner. So all the product could do was scan. It couldn't take voice. But I bought an off-the-shelf scanner, and I would scan something, and it would show up on my phone. And that's all I could do. That's all this thing did. But it had that, and then it had my story. And that simple prototype made my story much more powerful to help recruit people to come help me build it, right? And from there, we built our first building hardware prototypes a little bit harder. And I couldn't do that at all, but I thankfully knew people who could. And I was on the phone with them, meeting them, having coffee with them, buying them drinks, and talking to them about, hey, let's do this thing, let's make a prototype. And I'll always care. So, who here codes? Any of you guys? Getting into it? Okay. Okay, so about half. It's not a requirement for entrepreneurship. Okay, there's a lot of entrepreneurs who don't code and who just focus on the sales, on business development, fundraising, marketing. There's lots of roles to play. But I really encourage all of you, if you're interested in entrepreneurship, learn some aspect of coding because it makes you so much more dangerous, if you will. Right? You can not only think of an idea, but you can build at least something. Okay.
I was curious about how many employees and also like your education history or like how you got from college to like where you are.
Great question. We're a super small team. We have the largest we've ever been, even with an intern, was 8. And we're smaller than that. We've been struggling to raise our next round of funding.
Okay.
So we actually have laid a good number of people off.
Mm-hmm.
So we're super small. Right now it's really Matt and myself, and we're outsourcing where we need help until we get to our next round of funding.
Okay.
Okay. Quick run through on my background. I went to the University of Georgia, received a bachelor's degree in economics. I never took a coding class in my life. I took some time off after I graduated college. I did things like laying tile and delivering rent due notices and just really odd random jobs to keep cash coming in. And I was traveling around the US. It was a great time. I just kind of packed up my car and like, oh yeah, I know someone in Colorado. Why don't I go to Colorado? I know someone in Phoenix. Why don't I go to Phoenix? Right? It was great. I then did consulting, and I started with a company called Anderson Consulting. It was a very, very technical kind of thing. They just kind of dump you in and give you a few weeks of training to learn how to code, and I took to it, and I really liked it. I then eventually, after doing that for 5 years, I figured, you know what, maybe I should study this. So I decided to go back and get a degree in computer science. And then I knew I wanted to work with startups, so I moved out here to the Valley. And this was actually a terrible time to come to Silicon Valley. When I went into grad school, I thought, you know, this was like the dot-com bubble. You ever heard of the dot-com bubble, right? I mean, it was crazy, and I thought, like, oh my gosh, people are going to roll the red carpet out for me when I get done. And when I got done, no one wanted to hire anyone. No one was hiring you. But anyway, so I finally hooked up with a small mobile startup and was able to lead their mobile product, which was
John Gutierrez to the attendance office, please. John Gutierrez to the attendance office. Thank you.
I then did my first startup, which I like to refer to as my entrepreneurial faceplant. Okay, very unsuccessful, generated trace amounts of revenue. I then went to work for Palm. Have you guys ever heard of Palm? I was a product manager for 6 years. Wasn't expecting to stay there that long, but I did. And then I started headcount.
So it does. At the bottom says patent pending.
Oh yeah.
So do you guys not have a patent on it currently?
We have. So one of our patents was issued, which was our design patent. So there's different types of patents.
Yes.
So our design patent has been issued. Our process patent is patent pending. And those things take a long time until they finally resolve. And we don't view ourselves. We're not like some super high-tech startup where we've developed some new process for, you know, making energy out of peanuts or something. Yeah. You know, like our value is not in our patents, but patents for us, it's kind of like it's almost like a defense. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, we got patents, and makes it less likely that someone would be successful suing us.
I also have a quick question.
Yeah.
Where are you guys like located out of, and where's the product actually made?
Oh yeah, great question. So
just so we know, there's about 3 to 4 minutes left, guys.
Okay, super. Thank you. So the office is based in downtown San Jose, and we manufacture the product. We first manufactured it here in San Jose, but then eventually moved over to China, and it's manufactured in Nanjing right now. Okay, so new face.
My name's Devesh, and I'm a junior.
Yeah.
So, Andrew Packard to the attendance office, please. Andrew Packard to the attendance office, please. Thank you.
And then like something more mainstream, like maybe like an Amazon Echo.
Yeah.
Why, like, what sets it apart? Like, why would a consumer choose this product over something more mainstream and well known?
Yeah, it comes down to use case. So Amazon also has their version of this product. It's called the Amazon Dash Wand. it only became commercially available in October. So it's fairly new for them that they're stepping on the gas and accelerating it. But you're going to see a lot more of this category of product, whether it's our product, whether it's Amazon's. It really comes down to use case. I encourage you to take a look at the presentation. It does give a little bit of an outline of the spectrum of the different devices that are inside the home, but it's really all about use cases. If you want something to keep track of your shopping, your everyday shopping needs, this category of product, like the Dash Wand, is the right fit. Okay, all the way in the back.
Hey, Kevin, I'm Junior.
Yeah,
I was wondering how much you said you had about 2 entrepreneurial attempts in like your current position you're on, but yeah, how important was your past experiences, like past jobs and trying to like get funding and stuff?
I think really important. Really important. In terms of my experience, it was easy to tell a story about the team and what we'd done, the types of products that we'd worked on, the types of success that we'd had, the types of failures we'd had too, that made people more comfortable with writing their first check to us. And look, there's plenty of entrepreneurs who get funded and they don't have any of that experience. Well, great. In all likelihood, they have what's called traction, meaning they're already selling their product. We were able to get funding before we had any of that, based on who we are and our experiences. And the guy who ended up funding us, leading our funding round, I know he didn't tell me, but I'm quite sure he picked up the phone and called some of my former colleagues and said, "Hey, what do you think of that Rob guy? What do you think of that? What do you think of that Matt guy? These good guys? Yeah, they're good guys. Okay, thanks." So I think it matters a lot. So I want to be sensitive to time. Last question.
Yeah, last question, guys. And then we'll take a group photo just really
quickly about patents. Did you have your own lawyer, or did that yourselves, or what's the?
I hired an outside lawyer, and then patents is like a whole other subject.
Okay.
Pros and cons of doing it. You end up spending a lot of money. Is it worth it? I think the jury's still out on patents for our company.
Okay.
If you're doing something really hardcore tech, that there's genuinely like some real serious intellectual properties, you need patents.
Sure.
But for us, maybe not so much. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Katcher. You guys can take a group photo, everybody. Do you mind if turn that off, please? Thank you very much.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah, just right up front. I'll take a group photo, guys, if you don't mind.
Oh, you bet. Thanks for having me out.
Cool.
Thanks for coming.
And I think Amazon announced they're hiring 100,000 positions this year because of the demand of the industry you're in. So it's pretty remarkable.
That's crazy.
Monica, you mind jumping in here really quick? Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Cool. Squeeze in here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go Bells. Go Bells. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Katcher.
You guys, on your way out, if you can write your name on this piece of paper so we know you're here. Name and student ID if possible.